Okay, USPBL fans, welcome to our interview series that we like to call Tossing It Around the League. My name is Kara Wolfbauer, and today I'm here with Eastside Diamond Hopper, Noah Marcoux. Noah, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. Thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is awesome. You're obviously a returning player, so we're really glad to have you back. So tell me what you've been up to in the off season so far.
So lately, I've just been working out, starting to get into some live pitching against some pitchers. But other than that, it's been just a grind of, what do I need to work on to get better for this next season?
Nice. Yeah. So what have you been working on so far? Like, I know it's kind of a hard question to answer considering that you led your team in batting average. You were in the top five of like the major offensive categories. You're all USPBL. But what are some little things you're trying to work on as we return to the season?
So to me, it's all about building off of last season. So I did the most off of my team. So what can I do better? And it comes down to strength training for once, and then it's figuring out where I need to get better in my swing. Where are my flaws? So last year was working opposite field. So that's what I've been working on a lot, power to the opposite field and working on my speed. So maybe I can steal some bags this year.
So with new players coming in, what is something you would tell the new players about USPBL?
Um, to be patient for one and work and don't be afraid to ask questions with the staff, the like you guys with marketing and all that. Don't be afraid to reach out to them and if you need help with anything, especially coaches. So you got four teams that all work together. So it doesn't hurt to like collaborate with all the guys. Every guy's from all over the place, so you get pick their brains.
Mhm. And meeting all the new guys, meeting guys from so many different places. I know you're more hometown, this is your home state, but how does it feel meeting all the new players from across the country? And some of them are from all over the place, to be honest.
It was fun, like meeting new guys and how they approach baseball, how they work out. Everyone's different, so you get to take things from like Yachty from his. I mean, he's from the Dominican Republic, and that's what they do. And so it was fun to pick his brain on what he does to work out and get better. So that's what I did. I just picked guys' brains.
Yeah, awesome. I hope you guys can do the same thing when new players come in
Yeah,
from other places
absolutely.
too. Your hometown is Saginaw,
Right.
correct?
Right.
And then you played at Davenport?
Yes.
Okay, so you've always played in Michigan pretty much, except for maybe traveling out of state.
Yeah.
So
Pretty
what
much.
does it mean to you to get to play professional baseball in your home state?
It's kind of a blessing because you get to like I got family that can come that's an hour and a half away and see me play. So I think that's like a big thing for me because of family.
Yeah, for sure. So big family guy.
Yeah.
Obviously, really baseball becomes like a family. You get to be with all the guys on the team, they become like your family. So how did that happen over the course of this last season?
It happened pretty quickly. I think I kind of jumped in, and I'm not big of a um, like outgoing person all the time, but I think I created that with those guys, and they were very welcoming. And same with like all the teams, like all those guys were just like, hey, let's be friends. Let's we're here together to work and play ball and move on. So I think that was the big culture and atmosphere of the whole thing.
At Jimmy John's Field, we're really known for trying to bring in that family fun experience. And so people get to witness that from the outside. But as a player, how does that feel? How does the atmosphere play into baseball?
It's amazing, especially like me being an outfielder. You get to kind of look up and see that the fans there's it's full, and then you guys have the events with the car shows and all that. Like those are cool events that kind of take you out of baseball just for a second, just to appreciate where you're at. And
Mhm.
then you get to hone in on the baseball part of it later.
What would you tell fans about your baseball experience? Is there anything like we get to see you from the outside, but is there anything else cool that maybe we're missing? Things that maybe some kids or anyone would love to hear about?
Um, Definitely the locker room. The locker room is an experience on its own that I hope every kid gets to experience because you get to see the personalities come out in every person around, and there's the dancers, there's the singers, there's guys that just like to have fun, and like that's just how it is.
Yeah. It's nice too when we get to watch you guys on the field. You can see some of your personalities come out on the field.
Mm,
So it's awesome too when the kids start to get to know all of you because obviously you're playing at the same field every day. So you
Right.
get those recurring fans who know who you guys are and they're running up to the dugouts, wanting your signatures. Did you have like some specific fans that you kind of got used to throughout the year?
There was a couple kids that would always show up, like you said, by the dugout, and they want the batting gloves, the bats, but there's some kids that really want to connect, and they just sit there for the whole game and watch, and it's kind
Mhm.
of cool because they sit there and watch you and how you carry yourself, and makes you more of like a role model.
Yeah, for sure. Well, because you guys are role models for those
Yeah.
kids, for those kids. I mean, you were a kid at one point
Right.
watching guys like you play like this, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess seeing those kids and seeing how exciting it is for them to watch you, how does that feel knowing you were in that position one day and how USPBL got to almost fulfill that dream for you?
It's kind of like a dream come true. Like I get to play professional baseball, but I look back, I'm like, how was that kid right there
Yeah.
asking for the bat and the batting gloves? And so I know what those kids are going through, and so I try to give them what I can.
It's really awesome watching them and seeing how excited they are to see you guys. You guys really mean the world to them and to our fans, you know?
Yeah, they light up whenever they get a signature or just a high five. Yeah, it's fun.
Mhm. They see you outside the field and they get to see what you're like while you're playing baseball, but they never get to see you off the diamond, you know, and
Right.
actually talk to you. So I think those experiences are special. They get to know you as Noah as
Yeah,
well, not
absolutely.
just a diamond hopper.
Right. I only wear the uniform for so many hours out of the day, and then I'm just me.
Yeah, for sure. So tell me about when you got here to USPBL, how you feel like our league has helped you improve as a baseball player.
I think the coaches definitely having not just one, two coaches, having like 8 or 9 coaches from you can really pick their brains and know their background, and they have little drills and tips and how to approach the game. That's what I like. How are you going to approach the game every single day can be different. So
Mhm.
that's what helped me.
For sure. Has your approach changed since you became a professional baseball player versus college, high school, and so on?
Absolutely, it's constantly changing because the game's always changing, and
Mhm.
you get different. I'm a hitter, so I got different pitchers every day. I got different defensive guys. So I got a different approach to the outfield. So I haven't played the outfield in so long, so I had to change my approach in that aspect too.
And then getting to be around some of the other guys who maybe played outfield, like getting to feed off of them, does that help you like with your game when you first came in?
Yes, that helps. Like playing next to Blake Porter on center field was like the best I could have asked for because he helped me like with the basics and getting back into the routine, and very communicative guy that would definitely help me. He helped further my game a lot.
It's kind of a silly question, but JJ, our field general, when he goes to pick up your bats and everything, tell me a little bit about that, how it is as a player watching him take place into our show.
It's super cool. I'm really glad that because you see it on Twitter all the time at different stadiums and all that, but it's cool to have you like, that's our animal that JJ that gets to go do that, and it's cool. I'm just glad the bat doesn't come back very slimy and like he's gnawed on, but it's cool to see him do that. And sometimes I forget when you get walked, you're like, oh, JJ's coming to get my bat, so you
Yeah,
can't
I've
throw it too
noticed.
far from him.
I've noticed you guys a couple times. Maybe another batter will walk up to pick up the bat, and they
Yeah.
kind of hand it to him.
Or the bad boy comes running up and he forgets that it's JJ's turn to go, and they have a little spiels, but it's cute. It's fun.
So, how does it feel knowing you might be inspiring kids to maybe want to follow exactly in your footsteps?
Makes me want to keep playing baseball for sure. Just knowing that there's that one kid that could see me one day do good and do bad, and then be like, wow, he handled that well, so I want to do what he's doing.
As you're coming into this season with USPBL, what are you hoping to get out of this season? What are you hoping USPBL can do for you? And what do you think it can do for you?
I think the USPBL can get me further in my career, and they have connections to the affiliated leagues, so that's my one main goal is to really move on and move up the ladder of professional baseball. But
Mhm.
also, I like the experience that USPBL brings to like the whole as a professional standpoint. Like, there's fans that just absolutely love to be there, and they just cheer you on no matter what.
So, thank you so much for talking with us today. We had a great time, Noah. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
So thanks USPBL fans for tuning in today. Make sure to continue following all of our segments as we lead up to opening day. We love hearing from you guys and we can't wait to see you back here at Jimmy John's Field soon. Thank you.